Welcome to this step-by-step ASP.NET Core tutorial for beginners. Whether you are brand new to web development or just getting started with the .NET Core, you are in the right place. In this video, we will guide you from the basics to building your first ASP.NET Core application with complete clarity. Here is what we will cover in this video. We will start by understanding what ASP.NET Core is and why it is so powerful for modern development. Then we will set up your development environment and walk through building your first project step by step. Before we begin, make sure you have the tools ready. You will need Visual Studio or VS Code, the latest .NET SDK installed, and a browser to test your app. Don't worry, I will guide you through each step even if you are not familiar with all these tools. So, why should you learn ASP.NET Core? It is fast, secure, cross-platform and backed by Microsoft. That means you are learning a future-proof framework used by companies all over the world for building scalable and secure web applications. Now that you are set up and ready, let us dive into the practical part. We will create a new project, understand the folder structure, and then build and run your very first ASP.NET Core web application. Welcome to this deep dive into Entity Framework Core. EF Core is Microsoft's modern ORM, Object Relational Mapper for .NET. It allows you to work with the databases using C# classes, removing the need for most raw SQL. EF Core handles the connection between your application and your database, mapping your .NET classes to tables and enabling seamless CRUD operations. It is cross-platform, lightweight, and supports many relational databases. Why should you use EF Core? First, it significantly reduces the amount of boilerplate code you write for database access. It uses LINQ, giving you compile time checking and intelligence for database queries. EF Core also makes it easier to maintain and refactor code. And since it integrates with the ASP.NET Core's built-in dependency injection system, managing your DB context is effortless. To begin using EF Core, install the required packages. You can use the NuGet Package Manager GUI or run the command line instructions shown here. The first package is the SQL Server Provider. The second, Microsoft.Entity Framework Core.Tools provides CLI tools for migrations and scaffolding. Make sure to install both for a full EF Core experience. Now, let us define our model. Entity classes like this product represent database tables. Each property maps to a column. EF Core uses conventions to guess types and constraints, but you can override them using attributes or fluent API. This makes data modeling intuitive and close to business logic. The heart of EF Core is the DB context. It is your bridge to the database. Here, app DB context defines a DB set product property which EF Core uses to track and query products. The constructor uses dependency injection, making it easy to plug into ASP.NET Core services. To register EF Core in your ASP.NET Core application, add the add DB context call in program.cs. Pass your connection string from appsettings.json. This enables the framework to inject your app DB context into controllers, services, or whenever you need data access. Store your database connection string in appsettings.json under the connection strings section. This keeps sensitive data out of your code and allows easy environment specific configurations. Here is how you use EF Core in a controller. Inject the appdb context via constructor injection. Then use it to fetch or manipulate data. For instance, in this index method, we fetch all products and send them to the view. EF Core migrations allow you to evolve your database schema from your model classes. Run the add command to create a migration based on your model. Then use the update command to apply changes to the database. This makes schema evolution trackable and easy. Migrations work by creating a snapshot of your model and comparing changes between versions. EF Core generates SQL to reflect the differences. Each migration is a C# file you can review, edit, or script. This gives you full control over your database schema over time. Let us explore CRUD operations. Use add and save changes to insert. To list fetches all records. Modify an entity and call save changes to update. Use remove to delete. EF Core tracks entity state internally so changes are batched and optimized. EF Core lets you use link to query data. You get type safety and intelligence, and EF Core translates it to optimized SQL. Here we query products where the price is over 100 and order them by name. For performance and scalability, follow best practices. Use ASP NET tracking for read-only views. Avoid N+1 queries by loading related data efficiently. Prefer async method and keep DB context scope aligned with the request lifecycle. To recap, EF Core is a powerful modern ORM that streamlines database access. It supports multiple databases, leverages C Sharp classes and link, and makes managing schema changes a breeze through migrations. In upcoming videos, we will cover EF Core relationships, loading strategies, Fluent API, and raw SQL options. Mastering these will help you full control over data access in your .NET apps. Thank you for watching this introduction to Entity Framework Core. Try creating a small crude application to get hands-on. Explore migrations and link queries in your own projects. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe and share it with your developer friends. See you in the next video.